Hi everyone, welcome to Guide to Fluency, where we review language programs and apps to help you on your language learning journey. Today I'll be comparing two different apps that are great for visual learners, Fluenz and Rosetta Stone. Fluenz will have you follow a series of in-depth video lessons to learn another language, while Rosetta Stone, on the other hand, is a game-like learning app with short drill-type lessons. Now, in case you find yourself needing more information, we also have a detailed written review over on our website. All you gotta do to get there is Google Guide to Fluency, Fluenz versus Rosetta Stone. I want to start off by giving you a quick overview of each app, starting with Fluenz. Fluenz's program is different from Rosetta's because it focuses on video instruction rather than picture-based drills. When you learn with Fluenz, you'll work your way through levels. Each level is composed of multiple lessons. Each of these lessons begin with an introductory video giving context about what you're going to be learning. On average, these lessons take about 45 minutes to complete. Next, Rosetta Stone. When you first sign up for Rosetta Stone, you'll be asked to answer various questions about your current skill level, your reasons for learning another language, etc. And you can choose to follow a custom weekly study plan created by the company instead of the standard 20-unit path. So there are 20 learning units covering various thematic topics such as dining and travel, for example, and then each unit contains 4 lessons, each divided into 4 sections. There's a core lesson which takes about 30 minutes to complete, and then separate sections for pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar, which each take around 10 minutes. So in total, this adds up to about an hour per lesson. As for pricing between these two, Fluenz does not offer any monthly subscription options. You either have to purchase access to each level for a specific language individually, or you can purchase an all-level package. For example, for Fluent Spanish, you can purchase level 1 for around $190, or all 5 levels at once for around $400. They do also still offer immersion programs depending on where you're located. For Rosetta Stone, you can sign up for a 3 or 12-month subscription, each of which costs about $20 per month, or make an upfront payment of about $400 MSRP to get lifetime access to all of Rosetta Stone's languages. However, you'll find that often the 12-month plan is typically discounted down for about $11 per month. Similarly, the lifetime package often ends up being around $200 after discounts. And you'll usually be able to find a promo code out there to help you get the price down. We'll keep the description down below updated with their latest promos and offers, so be sure to check those out before purchasing. Now let's move into the advantages of Rosetta Stone compared to FluentU. First, as you can probably imagine, given what I mentioned earlier about the lesson format, I believe Rosetta Stone is an excellent option for visual learners looking for an exercise-based approach. The Rosetta Stone lessons rely heavily on pictures for almost every practice exercise, making it ideal for those who remember information best with visual cues. And your lessons are more targeted. Alright, the second advantage of using Rosetta Stone, in my opinion, is its emphasis on immersive learning. And while it can be argued FluentU is also an immersive learning option, Rosetta's ends up feeling more like a classroom where your teacher would only speak in the language you are learning. I believe that in the long term, this approach significantly accelerates the language acquisition process, since continuous exposure to words and phrases leads to rapid and more effective expansion of vocabulary. This is because fluency involves thinking and expressing oneself directly in the target language, rather than mentally translating between the languages you're learning and the one that you know. So from this perspective, I'm a strong supporter of Rosetta Stone's immersive learning framework. Next, I'd like to spotlight Rosetta Stone's true accent speech technology, which is something the company has invested significant resources in developing over the years to ensure feedback on your pronunciation is quick, accurate, and user-friendly. So how it works is that throughout the Rosetta Stone lessons, you'll be asked to engage in drills in which you listen and then repeat words and phrases, allowing the company's speech tool to assess and rate how accurate your pronunciation is. It also boosts your own self-confidence in using the language in social and professional situations. We found the way these exercises were weaved right into your lesson and actually getting feedback from the program to be better with Rosetta. Alright, let's turn the tables now and cover the major advantages in favor of Fluenz. But before I get to that, I'd like to mention that here at Guide to Fluency, we're on a mission to help 1 million people learn a second language. As part of that goal, we're giving away a free language learning subscription every month to 1 lucky subscriber. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to our channel and comment on this video. I'll leave all of the details in the description down below. Now, Fluenz holds a key advantage by incorporating videos into its lesson, which I consider a significant benefit. Each session begins with an introductory video where an instructor presents core concepts and establishes the foundation for the upcoming material. Following this, users engage in a series of practice drills or workouts, as Fluenz calls them, Between these workouts are additional videos that further explain and break down the concepts being learned. This integrated video approach proved highly effective. While the videos occasionally felt somewhat over-animated, the presence of an on-screen instructor guiding the lesson was pretty helpful, significantly improving material retention. Fluenz's second advantage is its use of video instructors rather than just image-based exercises. This creates a classroom-like atmosphere rather than a game-like one. Fluenz aims to simulate a one-on-one tutoring session, and while it's pre-recorded, it offers a pretty distinct feel compared to most other language learning apps out there. Therefore, if you thrive in a classroom setting more than with self-study or gamified experiences, Fluenz can be a good choice for you. So those are our thoughts between these two programs. Now it's time for our final verdict. Well, both of these apps work great for visual learners for different reasons, but we prefer Rosetta Stone. We really appreciate the company's focus on building an immersive learning framework. Their lessons are an amazing fit for visual learners. Their speech software is outstanding, and they provide an array of different resources and tools to supplement their standard lessons. It also doesn't hurt that their subscription options are pretty affordable compared to Fluenz, and Rosetta does get in a few videos in their Extras tab. So we prefer Rosetta Stone overall. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more language learning content.